deixar aqui perto, porque às vezes eu preciso jogar uma internet rápido. No, spare me. Spare phone. So we have been listening about from Sri Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya. Krishna Navadvipa-dhama. If you stay in the 16 Krosha of Navadvipa-dhama, all the kinds of the sins of the living entities are destroyed, and immediately you'll get ahaituki bhakti for Guru Sundar, causeless bhakti for Guru Sundar. Brahma and even great demigods, they have the desire to stay in Navadvipa-dhama, and they are doing austerities to stay in Navadvipa-dhama. 26th verse, chapter 2. Bhakti is saying, even Brahma and great demigods, even Brahma and other demigods from the celestial realm worship the inhabitants of Navadvipa in various ways. Brahma and demigods also they do puja of these people who live in Navadvipa. So Brahmaji is saying, when will I have the good fortune to take birth even as a blade of grass in Navadvipa? If someone asks why I should desire such a birth even though I am Brahma, I'll answer, oh brother, in this way I will obtain the foot dust of all the devotees engaged in the service of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's divine feet. This would be impossible otherwise. Brahma went to such a high place. How to become Brahma? Those persons that for 100 lives they follow Varnashram Dharma. Brahmachari Grihastha Vanaprastha Sannyasa. Brahmana Kshatriya Vaishya Shudra, following all the Varnas and Ashrams for 100 lives. Then you finally can get the position of Brahma. So, a person to attain this position of Brahma, so imagine even a person like this, now he wants to be born as a blade of grass in Navadvipa. Brahmaji in Gokul, Brahma was saying, no, I cannot be born in Vrindavan. I don't have this good fortune to be born in Vrindavan. Brahmaji was saying, if I will be born as a, I don't have the good fortune enough to be born as a herb or plant in Vrindavan. Brahma was saying, so better I will be born in Gokul, in Nanda Gokul, where Krishna is doing his pastimes in the childhood pastimes in Gokula. Brahma wants to be born in Nanda Gokul, not in Vrindavan. So the Brajavasi who live in Gokul, those people who sweep the floor in Gokul, clean the floor and other places. When these cleaners, after cleaning the house of other people, when they come back to their own house, then before entering the house, they will clean their feet in one kind of stone near the door. So if I'll be born as this stone, my life is successful, Lord Brahma says. Brahmaji is saying. Brahmaji is afraid to be born in Vrindavan. Like Uddhavi was praying to be born as a plant in Vrindavan. But Brahma was already saying, no, I don't even have this good fortune. I cannot even have the good fortune to live in Vrindavan. It's not in my fate. Not possible. But if my fate allows, I just want to be born in the Nanda Gokul. In which form? In Gokul? Like those who clean the house of Vrajavasis, like clean the toilets of Vrajavasis. When these cleaners of toilets of Vrindavan, they come back to their own house in Gokul, they will rub their feet, cleaning their feet in a stone near the door of their house. I just want to be born as this kind of stone. Then my life will be successful. And here Brahmaji is saying, in Navadvipa, if I'll be born as a grass in Navadvipa or a creeper, if I'll be born as a plant or grass in Navadvipa, my life will be successful. If someone asks, why I should desire such a birth even though I am Brahma, I will answer, oh brother, in this way I will obtain the foot dust of all the devotees engaged in the service of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's divine feet. This would be impossible otherwise. So to be born in Navadvipa is a grass. If this happens to Brahma, Brahma feels blessed. Brahmaji is saying, Alas, Sri Gaurachandra tricked me and made me the master of the universe. Sometimes we are eager for some position, but when you get the position, then the post, you are thinking, why did I take this post, this high post? Very difficult to keep. And this creates an obstacle to your bhajan. Isn't it? Because the higher your post, the higher your responsibilities. And the more your head will be headache on your head, means so much responsibility. Externally it looks very beautiful. Oh, I got this great post. No. But it's very difficult to keep this. A king to sit in a throne is very easy, but to manage the kingdom, really, the crown of the king looks like thorns, a crown of thorns. When the king is sitting in his throne, he's giving the Raj king crown of the king. It increases his beauty, isn't it? But very difficult to manage the duties of that post. In Ramayana we see this. So much evidence of this in the Ramayana. You see Ramachandra. To please his subjects. It's not possible actually to please all the subjects. Like Sita came back from the forest, along with Lakshman and Ram. After 14 years, they came back. Bharata gave kingdom to Ram and made him the king, gave him the crown. In the Ramayana we see. But see, Bhagavan Ramachandra has one speciality. He's Praja Ranjan, Loka Ranjan. He wants to please the subjects, and this is the duty of the king. To please the subjects, this is the duty of the king. That king who sacrificed everything for his subjects. So the king is actually as a sannyasi. The sannyasi, he doesn't have nothing his. Everything is for the happiness of the subjects. Everything that he does. Gives up everything to make the subjects happy. This is a king, real king. So Bhagavan Ramachandra, for the happiness of the subjects, he gave up everything. But some subjects, they accused Mother Janaki and also accused Ramchandra, like criticized them. Ramayana, we see this. They did false allegations towards them. What did they speak? They said, why did Rama accepted Sita? Because Sita was alone in Lanka for some days. So they were doubting her character. They were accusing her. You saw this in the Ramayana or not? You have seen? The subjects, they were raising a finger against Ramchandra, like allegating this, saying this. This Mother Janaki, Sita Devi, she's just as pure as the Ganga river, spotless character. Her character, there is not even a slight, not even slightest tiny spot in her character. But still, the subjects, they spoke against Sita Devi and the character of Sita Devi and Ramchandra. As a result of that, Ramachandra had to give up Sita and exile her in the forest. Ramachandra shows this. He was in the jungle. He was very happy in the jungle with these saints, drinking the water of the pure rivers, eating the sattvic food, mode of goodness food in the forest. Ramachandra was happy there. But when he sat in the throne of the king, he was not so happy to eat all those kinds of different foods when he was a king. That's why the crown of a king is like thorny crown, actually. Sometimes in our life, to judge, to get a decision is very difficult in our lives sometimes. So he gave up everything for his subjects. The same subjects now, they are allegating and accusing Ramchandra of many things. This world is like this. If somebody still continues in this material world, somehow, anyhow, people will always speak something against you, like accuse you of something. It's not possible to please everyone in this world. Those who want to please everyone actually cannot please anyone. Is it true or not? It's not possible in this world. Because every people have different opinions. People think differently, eat differently, different culture, many things different. Everyone. This is true or not? Because this world is Vaichitrama, diversified. Mix of Sattva, Raja, Tamaguna. Cannot make anyone really happy. Sometimes I give an example. Once, one old father took his young son and they went to the forest. No, to the market, market. So they bought one donkey. They bought one donkey in the market. So the father and the son, they were going towards the village with the donkey. On the way, some people saw them and told, look at them. These two are foolish. They bought a donkey and they are walking, bringing the donkey like pulling him. How to take the donkey? You have to sit on the top of the donkey in his back and then be taken by the donkey. But no, they are walking and just bringing the donkey, like pulling the donkey with a rope. Listening to this, the father told, "Oh, my son, this is true what they're saying. So do one thing." What? Son told, "Oh, my father, you are older, so please sit on the back of the donkey, and I will walk." So the old father, he sat on the back of the donkey. After some time they were walking, other people came and told, "Look how they are foolish. This father is so cruel, oh my. He's sitting on the donkey and allowing his small son to walk by foot next to him. His young son." Then father heard and said, "Oh, this is true." So father came down from the back of the donkey and said, "Son, you should sit down." So son sat, and father was walking next to the donkey by foot. Ahead, other people also said, "Look how they are this boy is so cruel." Because the father is the greatest God for us. God is like the Dharma religion. He doesn't know how to give honor to his father, this boy. His older father is running behind the donkey, like walking by foot, and the son sitting on the donkey. Then now the son was thinking, what to do, father? Father said, "Okay, let's sit both of us on the donkey then. Let's sit both of us on the donkey." Both of them sat on the back of the donkey. After some time, some other people told also, "This father and son, they are so cruel, oh my. They are putting such a heavy weight on the back of the donkey because they are two, no, so heavy." So then what to do? After some time, okay, let's both come down from the donkey. So father and son, okay, if you sit, then people criticize. If I sit, also people criticize. If both of us sit down, people criticize. So what should we do? Okay, let's do one thing. Both of us, we will carry the donkey. Let's carry the donkey ourselves. So they bound the four legs of the donkey. They put him like with a stick. They put the donkey like facing, facing down, upside down, and carrying the donkey. But after some time, there was a small river. They had to cross the river. But what happened? The donkey was being carried. When the donkey saw his shadow in the river, the donkey was afraid and he was moving, and the donkey fell in the river. And the donkey died in the water. Vrindavan behind. The meaning of the story. What is the meaning of the story? Cannot make everyone happy in this world. If you make someone happy, somebody will tell something against. If you do another person happy, then another one tells something. Those who please everybody, they cannot please anyone. So in the Lila of Bhagwan Ramachandra, we also see this. Bhagwan Ramachandra, he gave up everything for the happiness of his subjects. And now these same subjects, they are criticizing, saying something against Sita Devi, who is so pure as the Ganga river. So you know about this. In the end, what happened? Sita had to be given up and she went to the forest. When she came back from the forest, then there was that great assembly. Lava Kush came. They were describing the Ramayana. There was a great assembly. But still, Ramachandra didn't want to accept that Sita Devi is chaste, and Sita Devi had to prove one more time her character. Even Valmiki Rishi also told, Sita Devi is pure as the Ganges river, Valmiki Rishi told. But still, Ramachandra, he decided. But what is the opinion of the subjects? Ramachandra was saying. So some subjects still, they were also from behind, they were saying, oh, Sita Devi must give proof of her chastity again. And in the end, Bhagavan Ramachandra, he told her this. He called Sita Devi, and Sita Devi came. In the end, she said, what Valmiki Rishi said is true. Lava and Kush, they are the seminal sons of Ramachandra, biological sons. Lava and Kush are biological sons of Ramachandra. You don't need for me to give any tests, because if I give test today of my chastity, some people tomorrow maybe not believe and they want one more test. You cannot shut the mouth of all the subjects. And Ramachandra cannot please all the subjects always. So that's why Sita Devi, in the end, she called Prithvi Devi. Prithvi Devi appeared directly. And in the end, there was a golden throne coming from inside the earth. And then Prithvi Devi came with this golden throne for Sita. Sita Devi sat on the lap of Prithvi. And Sita Devi went to Patal Pravesh, and disappeared. So you cannot please everyone. Did Ramachandra please everyone? He could not, even Ramachandra. You cannot do everything for them, because this world is so diverse, variated place. This world is a place full of variety. You cannot please everyone and give happiness to everyone. Ramachandra is called Lokaranjan, like he wants to make it happy all the people and all the subjects, Praja Ranjan. And he always is established in the truth. He prefers to die than to break a promise. But it was not possible. So in saying this, here he's saying, so Brahma was saying, if I'm born in Navadvipa, I will obtain the foot dust of all the devotees engaged in the service of Mahaprabhu. This will be impossible otherwise. Ailas, Shri Gaurachandra tricked me and made me the master of the universe. Brahma Samhita explains that Krishna himself gave Gopal mantra to Brahma. You know the Gopal mantra we chant? This, by the sound of his flute, Krishna gave this mantra to Brahma. Attaining this, Brahmaji told, okay, what is my duty? What should I do? Meaning of the mantra is to attain Bhagavan. But Bhagavan told, hey Brahma, now I have the Rajagun you have a Rajagun in your heart, mode of good passion, so you should create. What is the main meaning of chanting Gopal mantra? Now to attain Gopijana Vallabh, to serve Gopijana Vallabh. Gopi means Srimati Radhika, Jana means Manjaris. That Krishna who is served by Srimati Radhika and the Manjaris. How can we be the servants of this Krishna? But he told, hey Brahma, Now you have Rajaguna in your heart, so you should create. So Brahmaji is saying here, in the last sloka of Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji is saying, Bhagavan, he tricked me, and made me master of the universe. So to attain a post, and to keep that position, and manage whatever it's that duty is very difficult. Brahmaji is saying, when will the binding knots of my fruitive activities be cut open? When my mind will become pure as I give up false pride. Verse 31. When will my self-conception that I am the creator of this universe vanish? Until we, in the hearts of the jivas, if you have the I-ness, identity, Ahangata, means I am the doer. If you have the conception of I am the doer, Ahangata bhav, you cannot actually enter bhakti, the realm of bhakti. You know Ahangata. If you think I am the doer, I am the doer. I'm the executor. So Ahangata and Mamata take the jiv down, pull us down. But also, if you have this Ahangata and Mamata, like I-ness and minus, identity and sense of positiveness towards Lord, then this will take you up. Suppose Nanda and Jashoda, in their hearts they also have Ahangata Mamatha, identity, like for example, identification. I am the father of Krishna. So that he has this identity, this identification. Krishna is my son. And this Mamata possessiveness, Krishna is my son, they have. To take care of my son is my duty. So this is his possessiveness. In this material world, Ahangata and Mamata generally pull us down. But in Goloka Vrindavan, Vaikuntha, Goloka Vrindavan, this Ahangata and Mamata bring us towards Lord, lifts us up towards Lord. Ramananda, what did I say? So actually we cannot do anything without Ahangata and Mamata, sense of identity and possessiveness. What is Ahangata meaning? I told. First understand what is Ahangata. If you think Ahangata, if you think I am the doer, I am the doer. And Mamata, that thing which you have attachment to. Like Nanda Baba thinks Krishna is my son. This is Mamata, this possessiveness. I am the father of Krishna. This is this possessiveness or sense of the doer. I am his father. Madhura Kandavini explains. Like in this world, we see these material things in material world. And you think he is mine. Like some relationship, bodily relationship, we have also. But when the body changes, our Ahangata Mamata also change. For example, if you think, I'm the father of some person, I'm the son of some person. This world is based in this I and mine. But when you change body, this I and mine, Ahangata Mamata, from this world will also change when you get a different body. Like if now you're in this body, so you're saying, I'm a man, I'm a woman. But the swarupa of the jiva is beyond this material Ahangata and Mamata, because the jiva's eternal nature is to be a servant of Krishna. These are real identity and possessiveness eternal. Eternal Ahangata Mamatha. The eternal servant of the soul, eternal nature of the soul is to be servant of Krishna. So this is a pure identity. I am the servant of Krishna. Shuddha Ahankar, Shuddha pure ego, pure possessiveness, pure attachment. In the transcendental world, all this is there. Like I told about Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj, he thinks, I am the father of Krishna. Uddhava was whole night trying to make Nanda Maharaj understand what? You tell me. Do you remember? When Uddhava met Nanda Maharaj, Uddhava is a Mahagyani, very knowledgeable. So he bought a basket full of knowledge, full of all the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, all this knowledge. Uddhava came and he wanted to give evidence based on all the Shastras saying, Krishna is not your son. Krishna is Bhagavan. He wanted to prove. God has no mother, no father. Krishna is Bhagavan, Atmaram, Aptakam. But he's only accepting you as a father. But you're not actually his parents. Hey Nanda Jashodhe, you're not the father and mother of Krishna because actually he's Bhagavan. God has no mother, no father. God has no mother, no father. Only because of your illusion, you're thinking, oh, I gave birth to Krishna, but actually Krishna does not take birth. Who can give birth to God? So, when they have Bhagavad Buddhi, opulence mood towards Krishna, they think like this. So, Uddhava was opening each page of the Veda Purana Upanishad whole night, speaking to Nanda Maharaj, trying to make him to understand this, trying to make him understand. But Nanda Maharaj, he has a strong samskar, strong impression that I am the father of Krishna. I gave birth to him like I am his father. I have taken care of him. My son, Krishna, does not have even one symptom of being God. He does not show. The 6 symptoms of being Bhagavan, having all the opulence, beauty, renunciation, knowledge, fame. Krishna does not show these 6 qualities, 6 symptoms. Krishna is Bhagavan. How possible he is Bhagavan? He becomes afraid also. Yashoda told, oh son, sit here. Otherwise the how bilau, how you say in English, like some entity will come and bite you. Whoa, if you don't sleep, bishpapam. Just like a baby becomes afraid. Also, Yashoda is telling the story to Gopal, and Krishna is afraid. Okay, Gopal also steals. Imagine God stealing. Actually, everything belongs to God. Who is a thief? Somebody who steals something which belongs to another person. Everything belongs to God. Uddhava wants to say this. Everything comes from him. Everything is maintained by him, and in the end, everything also enters him. So this is Bhagavan. Everything is kept by Lord, and everything is also, after destruction, everything comes back to God. Nanda was thinking this, like everything belongs to Krishna. But Nanda Maharaj was saying, my Gopal, he steals, he's a thief, he lies. Also, Bhagavan lies. Bhagavan actually always speaks the truth. He's the origin of the truth. Who is the origin of the truth? God. He's the embodiment of truth. But now Gopal, every step, every moment, he's lying. Every moment he's lying. Just like in the morning I was saying, "Oh mother, I haven't eaten butter." Then he said, "Oh mother, yes, indeed I have eaten the butter." You know, the same sentence, two meanings he told. So Nanda Maharaj says, Gopal is my son. So Nanda Maharaj is not ready to think that Krishna was God. This is the speciality of the Vrajavasis. All the Vrajavasis, any of them, they will not accept that Krishna is Bhagavan. Maybe people of Mathura or Dwarka can accept that Krishna is Bhagavan, yes. But the people who live in Vrindavan, the pure Vrajavasis, they will not accept. 100%? Okay, so Uddhava was whole night speaking with Nanda Maharaj, trying to establish the supremacy of Krishna and quoting the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, everything. But in the end, Nanda Maharaj, what did he say? Your Bhagavan can stay with you. This person who you're thinking is Bhagavan may stay with you, because actually I'm not ready to think he's Bhagavan. The Vrajavasi, they have a strong impression in their minds. Krishna is a family member to us. Maybe in Sakyarasa, Vatsalyarasa or Madhurjaras. In Braja, these three rasas, they are special, prominent. Sakho, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. So, what the Vrajavasis they say? They do. They give their own remnants to Krishna. They are like also Taruni Gopi. So they're not ready to accept that Krishna is Bhagavan. Nanda and Yashoda, they have one impression. Krishna is my son. Like today in the morning I was saying, Krishna told, Mother, why are you taking the side of the gopis? So you should take the side of your son. Krishna told Mother Yashoda, Mother, I haven't eaten butter. When did I steal butter? Tell me, when did I have time to steal butter, Mother? Since early in the morning I was running behind the cows, grazing the cows, so when would I have time to go to the house of the gopis? Gopis are just saying, they're just, saying anything. But you're taking the side of the gopis, not mine. So you love me or the gopis? Well, you should take the side of whom in the end? Your side of your son or outsiders? Side of strangers? Krishna was showing this logic. So in the end Krishna told, Mother, I think that you're not my mother. Looks like you're not my mother. Maybe I have another biological mother. Otherwise, why would you take the side of the gopis? You don't have this love for me because you're taking the side of these liars, gopis. And then Krishna even told, okay then. Then I have maybe another mother, I think. Okay, so I'll go back to my original mother. I'll go graze the cows, I'll not come back. When Krishna told this, immediately, what happened to Mother Yashoda? she became to shake, and also so her body became stunned like a wood. She couldn't even move. Krishna just spoke this, and she fainted. Then Krishna somehow make her come back to. He revived her somehow, and then Mother Yashoda told, "Son, I put my hand on your head, and I swear, you are my son. I give birth to you." In the end, Krishna told again same thing he told before, but he changed. "Oh, Mother, actually, I have indeed eaten the butter." Before he said, "I haven't eaten." Now he said, "Yes, indeed, I ate." It's the same sentence. He just put emphasis in another part of the word and changed it. "Oh, Mother, yes, I have indeed eaten." So the meaning of this Lila is that in the heart of Nanda Yashoda, they have such an impression in their heart. What is it, the samskara they have? Krishna is my son. This is the speciality of the Vrajavasis. So Brahmaji is saying, "Hey Bhagavan Gauranga Hari, he has cheated me. Why? How? Sorry, he made me the master of the universe, the creator, gave me a high position like this, high post." So he's saying, Ailas, Gaurachandra, he made me the master of the universe, so when will the binding knots of my fruitive activities be cut open? When will my mind become pure as I give up false pride? This ego, I am Brahma, when this my ego will be destroyed? It means I am the creator of this ego. When will my self-conception that I am the creator of this universe vanish? When will I become a pure servant of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and attain the shelter of his lotus feet? Brahmaji is praying like this. Demigods, sages, Rudras, and so forth reside in different places of Shanavadip. Even though they all have long since spent their lives engaged in austerities, they still could not receive the mercy of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. So what is the meaning? If we haven't taken the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, Shuddha Bhakti will not manifest in our hearts. It's impossible to get Shri Gaura Nityananda's mercy as long as the false ego remains. 34, chapter 2. Here the author is saying, unless demigods such as Brahma and Shiva abandon the mindset that I am a demigod and humility awakens in their heart, they are unable to receive the treasure of Shri Gaura Nityananda's mercy despite great endeavor, not to speak of others. So the way to attain to Lord is to have this humility in your heart. Chaitanya Bhagavata explains. Chaitanya Bhagavata, the more humble you are, more God will give you mercy. The more humble you are, more God gives mercy to you. But if you are born in like high birth or have a high position, then you have Abhiman, ego. So you cannot get the mercy of Bhagavan. So Brahmaji is saying, when this humility will come in my heart, when I get the mercy of Gauranga Sundar. All of these topics will be narrated further on this book. Oh brothers, listen to them carefully and faithfully. Oh brothers, avoid using mundane logic in regard to these topics, because logic is useless and inauspicious. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are like a deep ocean. On the contrary, mundane logic is as troublesome as the many layers of skin that covers banana flowers. Have you seen the flower, banana flower, mocha, it's called? It's covered by many layers. So you open one layer, then you get some flowers. Then you take those flowers, then and you open more flowers, the many layers of the banana flower. Haribo? That? Haribo? Not so. Yes, so that's all. So people cannot attain by logic. Even if you have read many Vedas, Upanishads, etc., you study the Shastras, but it's not possible from this. How to realize? By the mercy of Bhagavan. Brahmaji says, if somebody says, oh, I learned everything, let them say. We can understand Lord by His mercy. In the Brahma Stuti we see this prayer. Brahmaji himself told, this mercy, if somebody gets the mercy of Bhagavan in their head, then this person, they can understand about Lord. Nobody can understand Lord without His mercy. Otherwise you only have the knowledge of the scriptures but not really understand. This Shastra Gyan knowledge of the scriptures will remain until, suppose when you make the puri, you're putting the puri in the hot oil. Then when the puri is, okay, you throw the puri in the hot oil. Then the puri like a little bit inflates. And when it becomes, so the puri is making some sound, chak, 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 because when it's frying. But when the puri becomes completely like brownish and already like cooked, it will not make more sound. You can realize this when you fry the puri. When the puri, just put it in the hot oil, that time he's like inflates, like become a little bit big, because he's thinking, oh, I'm so well, so great. Then he's making this sound, tack, 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 tack. And when the two sides become brown, then he stops speaking. The Buddhist stops noise. So the limit of the knowledge is also like this. Gyan is they're saying, speaking. Oh, this is not, discussing many things. Yeah, this is not. Neti, this is not. They're saying this. But what is it? The Gyan is. Do you understand? They're always denying. This is not. Shastra saints Bhagavan. No, this is not Bhagavan. This is that. This, not. In the end, what is it? Nothing. They don't get anything. Gurudeva gave one example. Maybe you have heard this example Gurudeva has given. A guru and disciple. They went to some rich person's house. Guru and disciple went to some rich person's house. Then, already time's up. No, before the cabbage. Cabbage was expensive at the time. In the beginning time. Before cabbage was expensive. So that man, so the cabbage was just coming to the market that time. So this devotee spent money. This devotee from the house, rich person, he bought the cabbage, very nice, expensive cabbage, and gave to his god brother. Cook something with the cabbage, feed Gurudeva with the sabji, and save some maha of Gurudeva for me, of this cabbage sabji. So this rich person went to his job, and Guru and disciple were in his house. The sevak of Gurudeva was a foolish servant. So what did he do? He took the cabbage, took out one leaf. Oh, he was thinking this is a leaf of the cabbage. The cabbage. So he opened one cabbage and he threw away. Then he took another cabbage leaf, then also threw away. In the end, what was left? Only leaves and leaves. Cabbage is only leaf. There's nothing. So he's thinking, what did he brought this vegetable? There's nothing inside. He was thinking. So in the end, he gave that to the cow. He gave to the cow the rest of the cabbage. This disciple of Guru who was in the house of rich person with the Guru. I'm also remembering something about my own life now. You know, huh? Okay. Okay, so for 5 p.m., that rich man came back from his job and said to his god brother, "Did you cook the cabbage sabji to Gurudev?" Then the sevak of Gurudev told, "Which sabji you bought? It's a useless sabji you bought." "What do you mean useless? Only leaves and leaves. There was nothing inside. That's why I gave to the cow to eat that." Oh, listen. This is the cabbage. So there is also patta gobi. In Hindi they call patta gobi. Because patta means leaves. It's like this is leaves only, These soft leaves you cut it and you make the sabji. And it's tasty. And you have thinking that there was nothing against this leaf, beyond these leaves, and just throw away everything. What is the meaning? Not knowing. The Gyan is they don't know the meaning of the Shastra and they're just denying. This is not. In the end, they think everything is Brahma. And Bhagavan has such a beautiful form described in the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, Srimad Bhagavatam. But you're not accepting this form of Lord, thinking it's imaginary. God has a beautiful form. God has such a beautiful form. The slokas are describing the beautiful form of Lord. And the Gyanis are saying, oh, this is not, everything is Brahma. And then they say, Brahma is Nirakar and Nirvishesh, no form, no qualities. Finish. So if somebody receives the mercy of Bhagavan, that person can know about Lord. If God gives mercy to someone, then that person can understand about Lord. If God gives mercy to someone, that person can understand Ishvara Tapto. So not by knowledge, but only by the mercy of Bhagavan. So Brahmaji is saying, when will I achieve the mercy of Guru Sundar? And by his mercy, I will be able to understand and realize Gaura Tattva. Vanchakalpa.